Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. So, for the month of October, the Tower card came out. If you're new to the series, I pulled 12 cards at the beginning of this year to kind of symbolize and signify the energies of each lunar cycle or each month. And for October, we have the Tower card. And I feel like this may have something to do with something that happened in September, maybe late September, and it's kind of showing its full culmination in October. But there is this feeling here that you could be feeling regrets about this. You could be feeling like, was this the right decision for me to make? And when the Tower card first came out at the beginning of the year, and throughout this whole year, I think I even mentioned it in some of the readings, maybe the April, May readings, probably more, but April and May are coming to mind. So maybe those are something significant happened in April and May. Maybe that was a turning point, or maybe there's a message in there for you if you feel called to watch those readings. Also, when I brought that up, it said 111 on the timer. So maybe that's a number that you're seeing, a lot of ones. But anyway, throughout this year, I always had in mind, it seemed like, because it went King of Wands, King of Swords, and then the Tower card. And I really felt like it was you, like transforming. It was you becoming the lightning bolt. You being the lightning bolt striking down this tower for yourself, or maybe being a tower moment for someone else or another entity, like school or work or something like that. So whatever decision that you made, even if you are feeling some levels of grief or regret, or even if you are fearing something, know and understand that the decision that you made, it is for your highest good, because you're divinely guided, and you're not going to be guided into a place or an area or an environment or toward a person that is not for your highest good. You are in an era, and in a new era, a new chapter, however you want to describe it, but you are in this new era where things are going to seem a lot easier than what they used to be, because it's not that things are easier. It's just that you are a very different person. You are the King of Wands. You are the King of Swords, right? You are this lightning bolt. So it's not that things are easier. You are stronger. You are wiser. You have more information, more knowledge, more wisdom, more experience. This could... So I pulled this as I was like meditating on this reading. I pulled this cage card here, and I'm going to read it out of the book on camera here. It's number 27, cage. 2 and 7, that's 9. That's the end of something, an end of a cycle, right? It says freedom, release, reclaiming power. And I mean, this is exactly what this feels like. I know a lot of the times when we do see the Tower card, it is this feeling of like catastrophe. It's this feeling of things just falling apart and you kind of losing control, or this feeling that you're losing control. But I feel like there's this, not necessarily opposite, but it's like this release. You releasing yourself from something, and through that release, you're reclaiming your power. And what's interesting, I use the word catastrophe, and the other day or last week or something, I don't really know. This could be last month. Time is just, I don't really know. But I was looking up something about semantic strengthening, and it's when words, like they gain a stronger meaning over time. The opposite of this is called semantic bleaching, where words like lose their intensity over time. And catastrophe was a word that came up. Originally, catastrophe meant, and I'm quoting the resource here, but she said it meant the reversal of what is expected. That's what catastrophe originally meant. But now we look at catastrophe and it means like, something catastrophic, something just terrifying or horrific, some kind of horrific or terrifying change happening, right? But originally, it just meant a reversal of what was expected. So this is kind of what it feels like. It's like, it's not necessarily this tower energy, like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. But it's like you are the lightning bolt, and you have kind of, there was like this reversal of what was expected. Something else was expected out of you, but you kind of 555 on the timer. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Let me gather my thoughts here. There's also a lot of fast moving energy. I'm going to get to that. I want to put a pin in that because there's a couple of other things that have that came to mind as I was preparing for the reading. So I'll put a pen. I keep saying pen. Very interesting. That's another thing too. Something about like a contract. Okay, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts. Is okay. Maybe that's something you need to do, is just take a deep breath, recenter, regroup a little bit. Um, but I was saying that what was I saying? Right, yeah, it's this energy of like strengthening, um, reclaiming your power. It's not that things are easier, it's just you are stronger. Um, yeah, let's get into it right now, I guess, because I feel like this could definitely have something to do with like your workplace, or this is like a lot of 10th house energy. So like how you show up in the world, um, maybe at work or at school, yeah, in a relationship, it's like how you are showing up, however it applies. There's something here about you. You are not these people in the tower. You are the lightning bolt. And I know, or maybe not know, I don't know. I feel like the lightning bolt often symbolizes the universe or God kind of coming in here, but I think it could also symbolize you because you are just a physical manifestation of God, of the universe. So this could also be you as well. But it's like you made the choice to end something, and what you did is balanced and fair. Because even though you may be feeling all these feelings right now, like, damn, was that the right decision? Or like, what am I going to do now? I have all this free time, or whatever it may be. Feel those feelings, of course, right? You gotta process those feelings. You gotta transmute that energy, run, cry, create, do something to release all that. But just know and understand that whatever decision you made, it was justified, and it was fair, and it was balanced. Um, right. Getting into this, there was like this energy of contractual, like a contract here. And I feel like you did everything that you can do, um, when it was, I mean, this could be a literal contractual agreement, or it's just like energetic or something, but it's like you fulfilled your duties in a very reliable, trustworthy way. You held your promise. You held your deal with integrity, and you worked, and you did the best that you can. Um, yeah, something about being competent. But yeah, I do feel like you were a solid rock for whatever this may be, an old life or some kind of partnership. You did what you had to do to fulfill the contract, right? And now that contract has ended, and you are fair and you are just in not renewing this contract. This is a metaphor, right? Although this could apply to an actual contract in your life, but this is just saying whatever you were tied to, whatever you were bound to, whatever whatever you made a promise to, you fulfilled that. you've done your duties and you've done them to the best of your abilities with the knowledge, the information that you have at this time. So don't look back with any regrets. I'm not going to say don't, right? 'Cause it's like, it's easier said than done. But of course, that's what happens. We look back and we're like, damn, I should have done this or I should have done that. And it's like, okay, yeah, you should have done that or you should have done this, but you didn't do this or that. Why? Because you were listening on a very deep level into your intuition on the moves that you need to make. And they're not going to make sense to you right now. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Intuition has a way of doing that. It doesn't quite make sense in that moment or at that time. But just understand that these moves that you have made or are making or planning on making, or this thing that you have left, a job, some kind of system or a relationship, they were the stepping stones to this new expansion that's coming out for you. Three of Wands energy is coming out right now. Also, another thing when it comes to like, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that, it's like, how do you know that if you would have done what you're saying you should have done, how do you know that it would have turned out better? It could have been worse, right? And this choice could be the better choice, and that's why you made it. Yeah. Okay. Fast moving energy. Right now, I do feel as I'm doing the reading and when I was preparing to do the reading, I was getting a lot of like sudden, swift, fast moving energy. And this definitely applies to the reading because it's momentum. I can't quite explain it, but it feels like moving towards something new. It feels like something tangible as well, like you're working towards something. Gold was coming to mind. Gold makes me think of like knowledge, information, wisdom. So maybe you're moving toward that and that's moving you towards something tangible here. It doesn't have to be tangible, but it just kind of felt like that. This could be like a new job, just a new life, period, a new environment, new friends, new relationships. This energy of openness. I'm looking at this cage here. I'm not sure. Is this fire? Fire in the cage? I'm not sure what that is, but it's like you're opening this cage, you're letting that fire out. Passion, drive, energy. You're letting some kind of energy out. Whatever you left, whatever was destroyed in this tower energy, I think that it connected you to the people, places, and opportunities that you needed to be connected to. It connected you to the knowledge, the information, the wisdom that you needed to be connected to. It did its part just like you did your part. And I do feel this sense of like now the ego is just kind of like, you're just kind of battling with the ego a little bit because now it's like, okay, now what? Now what's the plan, right? So I think it's really important I kept saying pen. So yeah, maybe like writing down some new ideas or just kind of jotting down a very open plan, just to kind of put things into perspective or start bringing that energy in of what you want to cultivate. But I do feel like 1, 2, 3. Maybe you're seeing 1, 2, 3, but I'm seeing like 1, 2, 3. It's like first things first. So like first we're gonna rest, right? We're gonna rest our mind, our body, our soul, and then we're gonna start training, or then we're gonna start planning. Now Two of Wands energy is coming in, and then we're gonna start training. Training in the sense of like retraining our brain, right? Retraining our mind into new habits. Maybe there were some habits that you did, just going back to the work example, right? So say like in the morning, you had this whole morning routine. It was just habit. You did this, 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 this. You got dressed and you went to work. It's like now you need a new morning routine. You need a new nightly routine because you're not working anymore. So you need to like switch some things up here. You need to, yeah, just something about retraining your brain into new habits, new patterns, new beliefs. I feel like this like has been something that you've been going through, like a long contract or a long battle or just a long time of kind of like needing to be strategic or like playing chess with something. This could be a year, this could be 10 years, but it does feel like a long time because these retraining your mind, retraining your brain energy, it feels like it's not pulling teeth. I don't want to say pulling teeth because maybe it is. Maybe it is pulling teeth. Maybe it does feel like difficult to kind of disconnect from old ways of something, old routines of something. Teeth teeth represent a lot of things. They represent knowledge. They represent your ancestors. So I feel like maybe this is saying to call on your ancestors, pulling teeth, like pull pull yourself toward your ancestors to gain some kind of knowledge through this time, so you can gain some kind of clarity or information that you need to help you move forward with something. Yeah, ancestors are definitely coming through. Like the hermit was coming through with this card. I didn't say it though because it's like not really hermit energy. Oh, actually, yeah. I guess it is. That nine energy. Very interesting. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling 17 minutes in. Wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna start pulling some tarot. But there are just a few more things that I wanted to get at here. What was I talking about? Habits. Yeah, I guess that's it for the retraining part. Calling on your ancestors. I kind of lost my train of thought. Hold on, give me a second. Calling on your. I was gonna. Okay, thank you. So there's this energy here of like asking for help. This could be like, again, calling on your ancestors or just asking others for help or just like doing your own research, getting some kind of help with something, but also not. How do I want to say this? Okay, this long time energy that was coming through. I feel like if this has been an energy that you've been in for quite some time, I kind of almost see Five of Cups energy coming through right now. I kind of almost see this energy of you just kind of sitting, like, on the Five of Cups, this person is just looking at these three cups that are spilled over. It's kind of this energy of this thing that you toppled down. It's like you were looking at it as a tower, but really in the grand scheme of things, when you zoom out, it was a stepping stone. It's not the whole castle. I mean, even if you look at the tower as a whole, the tower is just a tower, right? It's not the whole castle. So there's something here like this is just a stepping stone. It's not the castle. It's just one stone. And you can't just be sitting up here staring at this one stone, wondering why you don't have your castle. It's like, well, there's other stones out there waiting for you to shape and mold so that, you can add it to build your castle. And as I'm saying this, it's like, damn, I gotta build a castle. I thought I already did that here. It didn't work out, so I had to change some things up. So I feel like there's this energy here of like some of you are burnt out, significantly burnt out. But I mean, I don't. This is gonna sound cliche, but there's like this renewal, this resurfacing, this really taking a look back and being very self-introspective, and really taking a look at things. And when you do that, you see something from a different perspective. You gain some kind of emotional fulfillment. You gain some kind of new creative endeavor. It's like, yes, you were this tower energy, but you were this tower energy to create a new base. You were this tower because so you can start bringing in a different perspective of things that you thought were holding you back or holding you bound. Devil energy coming through here. Yeah, because also I feel like this different perspective is like what work means to you and what you want to do for work. This different perspective is how are you showing up in this world? And that devil card energy, that's Capricorn energy, 2112 on the timer just now, mirroring numbers. Yeah, so it's like taking a look at yourself and how you show up in this world. But Capricorn energy, that's extremely hardworking energy, right? Hard workers, and not necessarily hard workers, just like smart workers. That energy, that Capricorn energy puts in work in anything that they do, whether this is work, school, relationships, and also maybe building a new relationship with yourself and with your inner child and who you used to be, and looking back at who you used to be as a child and rediscovering all the magic, right? And kind of like rediscovering and regulating and regrowing that magic. But also, this doesn't need to be like necessarily connecting with your inner child or looking back on who you were as a child. This could just be looking back at who you were at the beginning of this year, and taking a look back at that and preparing for this winter period, metaphorically, but also if you're in the northern hemisphere, also seasonally. I think I'm going to start pulling tarot. Oh, actually, there were some questions. Oh, you know what's interesting? I'm just reminded. I seen 2112 on the timer, but as I was about to turn on the camera to do your reading, I seen 2121, I believe, or like as I was getting ready or something. I don't really know. 33 can be significant, basically. I'm saying all that to say 33 can be significant. It can be an age, or you're seeing that number a lot. But I wrote down some questions a few days ago that I wanted to ask. So there was a few questions here. What are we not seeing when it comes to this situation? What are the next steps? And there was a lot of feelings of like regret or sadness or grief coming through. So I wanted to see how can we navigate those feelings. So I'm going to put this here. I wrote those notes down on my phone. I don't know why I'm explaining that. Okay. What are we not seeing when it comes to this situation? What are we not seeing here? I'm hearing that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It always is. Your world, there's been many of times where your world has ended at night, but you still got up the next morning. There's a quote. I don't worry about, it's a poet said, I don't worry about the world ending. The world has ended for me on many occasions. I'm gonna look it up. Hold up. Here we go. It's a poet. Ooh, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Naira Wahid. Nayyirah, last name Waheed. She said, I don't pay attention to the world ending. Not this pop. Okay. I don't pay attention to the world ending. It has ended for me many times and began again in the morning. I guess I guess I said that. Anyways, it's from her book called Salt. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, usually the Chariot does embody this energy of like movement, fast moving energy maybe, but in this depiction here, the Chariot, here goes that fast moving energy right here. Okay. I was going to say the Chariot is the snail. So it's like things may have been moving or felt like they were moving really slow. And then all of a sudden, it's like this sudden change, this movement happens. Look, yeah, Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, this fast moving energy coming in here. The Queen of Pentacles there at the bottom. So what are we not seeing? Ace of Wands. Yeah, we're not seeing that everything's going to be okay. We're not seeing that we have just come into a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom and a lot of information about something that is really going to help us grow. That's really going to help us cultivate this new life, this new era for us. What we're not seeing is all the new ideas, the new passion, the new desires, the new drive, the new willpower. It's like this new inner strength that's coming in here for us. Knight of Cups. This could also be like, yeah, look, Eight of Swords here. This could also be like a new person coming in. Look, we have Root here. Again, this is making me think of like connecting with your ancestors. Let's get a Ace of Wands here. Let's get more information on this Ace of Wands, please. If you're still here, thank you so much. 27 minutes here. I really do appreciate you. And I've really been valuing the time spent here with you. It feels really good, honestly. Ooh, 2 came out and they're like really stuck together. Yeah, I love you so much. I'm feeling real like emotional in a sense of like so much gratitude right now toward you and for you. It's just thank you for being here. Thank you for being here on this reading. Thank you for being here on this earth. I think there's something very important that you are here to do. And you got my support. Gambate. Anyway, what came out? Harvest and Compassion. I know this is a compass, and this card has come out for me before, so I recognize it. But when I first looked at it, it just made me think of time. Your harvest time. Yeah, and like I was saying, I said something about the winter period came up when I was just like talking. It just kind of came out. And we're not quite there yet, but we are in harvest season. This is just giving me this energy of following your north node, following your north star. Look, choice at the bottom. Yeah, you definitely made a choice to follow the magic and to reveal the magic that is within you. What you don't see coming is that, like I was like, you're divinely guided. You're divinely guided right into this harvest. And there's these hearts here. So yeah, Knight of Cups was coming out too. So it's like I feel like you're being divinely guided toward some kind of significant love. This could be love of a person or just like a new passion, a new endeavor, a new work, new career choice maybe. Celebrate here. All right, next question is our next steps. What are the next steps? And you could be feeling a lot of like grief, or I'm hearing resentment, but like all this uncertainty, because maybe this was something that you thoroughly enjoyed. Maybe the environment was healthy. Maybe the relationship was healthy. It's just sometimes, our soul calls for something else. Our soul calls for them to go down the new path. No matter how much you may love something or someone, sometimes we have to leave it. Our next step. Ooh, it's 22:22 on my clock right now. 10:22. Also, October 22nd could be significant. Our next steps. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Temperance, just keep moving and keep going. King of Cups, have a clear and balanced heart and mind and just keep going. Also, do something in moderation. You don't got to do it all right now at once. You don't have to learn everything right now all at once. Some of you can be getting into a new career field or some kind of new creative endeavor. You don't have to know everything right now. There's definitely something here about taking balanced and secure, solid steps. This is something that you don't need to rush. Yeah, that's way too many, but ooh, upside down. Union. Zam. Can we get a clarifier here? Knight of Pentacles. Our next steps. What's the next steps here? This is also two stuck together. Okay, I guess we're getting two. Look at that silence. Yeah, so the next step is just maybe going into a hermit mode. A winter period is coming. That was definitely coming through. And trust. Trust in the silence. Maybe nothing is going to be going on for you, right? It's like, now I'm not working, or now I'm not going to school, or now I'm not in this relationship. It's like, now what? Things are so quiet. Like, enjoy the silence while it's here, because whatever this is that you're coming into, it's abundant. So if you're starting, just as an example, if you're starting a new business, it's like, enjoy just learning and taking every day step by step and doing things from a balanced and something about a formal standpoint, whatever that means to you. Pisces energy, Aries energy could be significant as well, Aquarius as well. But anyway, yeah, something about like enjoy the quiet now, because things are about to rev up for you. I'm not saying it's going to be bad, but just you're going to be like, damn, I need a break. Okay. Wish and expand. What I say? Some kind of wish fulfillment for sure. You are walking toward a wish fulfillment that is very expansive. Something about informative as well. Maybe you're coming into like some kind of new information about something. I don't know. Informative just came to mind though. Your next step is to go after this wish. 1, 2, 3 stars here. It's something about 1, 2, 3. It's like step by step, or things happening in stages here. And something about you are on the second stage. And yeah, and 3 is that number of expansion. I forgot how the quote went. I think it's like an old Chinese proverb. I'm not even really too sure. Maybe you can look it up, but it's like something about 1 being, it's like that's the beginning. 2 is something, and like 3 is the 10,000. Okay, I have to look this up because I'm gonna look this up again. I don't know if I could. Hold on. Yeah, it's like something about one is the unity, two is the duality, the opposites, and three is a crowd. But there's a quote itself. Ah, I think I found it. Yeah. Thou produced the one produced the two produced the three, and the three produced the 10,000 things. Yeah, the 10,000 things. It says here the 10,000 things is a common phrase found in the Taoist and Buddhist writings to connote the material diversity of the universe. Lao Tzu, for example. Yeah. Okay, so there's something here about like one, two, three, and then this could be 3 months, October, November, December. This could be 3 years. However it fits for you, however the time frame makes sense for you. But there's like this energy here of moving toward your wish fulfillment, and then like it's just expanding you. And this person here has like a lot of arms. So again, delegating task or asking for help, or maybe this is saying like you're going to have your hands in a lot of pies. Like maybe you have many wishes, right? Maybe you have 3 wishes that you are, or 3 goals, wishes, manifestations, whatever it may be, that are like really solid, that you've had for a very long time, and they're coming in a major way. Stay balanced. Your head and your heart are not meant to be at war. They are a symbiotic pair. Your head is your heart is your head. I think I mentioned this before in a different reading. Oh crap, hold up, that fell. This card is how to navigate the feelings of like regret or sadness or grief, or even resentment, because that came through too. But I'm going to pick that up in a second. Let me get this thought out. I said this in a reading, how, oh, what the hell? I just lost it. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. The High Priestess. Wow. How to navigate feelings. The High Priestess is connecting deep with yourself. Connecting with yourself. Look, 9 of Cups here. I think this is the energy for the December. This card came out for December, 9 of Cups. So yeah, definitely something here about 3 months. In 3 months, 3 of Cups. Yeah, 3 of Cups energy was coming through with that magic card, but also 3, 1, 2, 3, something about 3. King of Pentacles being very significant. Knight of Cups again. Yeah, it's time to follow your heart here. Yes, thank you, God. That's what I was gonna say. your head and your heart. So, back then, centuries ago, your heart was actually looked at as where you think. It was a symbol for how we think of like the mind, the brain, like that's logic, and that's where you think. Your heart was actually looked at like that, like this is your thinking space. But anyway, I mentioned it in a different reading. I forgot exactly how I said it. I said it a lot more, eloquently then. But how to navigate feelings of regret and sadness. The High Priestess. Clarified by work. Wow. And change with this book here. Yeah, educating yourself, getting some information about something. Look at that. Womb. Because you're in a womb phase right now. Joy, sun card energy coming through. Rainbows could be significant. It's like doing the inner work. Or also like doing the work towards something. Let's get one more card. I guess change. Yeah, soften here. I do want to get one more card. Softening to your intuition, to your deep inner knowing, but getting to work with something. whether this is actually like working with your hands, but I do feel like this is encompassing all of that. Reading more, getting some information, some knowledge, practicing. Or like that expression, an idle mind is the devil's playground, or like idle hands is the devil's playground is coming to mind. It's like not necessarily keep busy, but transmute that energy. So when you are feeling times of like sadness or grief or resentment or anger or doubt, blame, guilt, shame, whatever, it's like feel those feelings. If you need to cry, then cry. That's doing something active, right? Maybe go for a run. Maybe start creating or writing all those feelings out. I did keep saying pen. Yeah, create. Yeah, using your hands. We have seek at the bottom. There's something here in patience. Yeah, what you seek is seeking you. You got to be patient. It's like you are rebuilding a different tower. You're not building a tower. Now you're building a lighthouse. So you can be a lighthouse to the people, places, and opportunities that are seeking you. So you can call them in. And that's exactly what you're doing. There's something here about creating here. How to navigate these feelings, create. Definitely was getting that energy of like using your hands, creating something. This create here is like, obviously you use your hands to mold and shape, but this can say, yes, artistically create something, but like I said, you use your hands to mold and shape something. And I believe I was saying something about like finding the stepping stones so you can mold and shape them to put onto your castle. It's like you are molding and shaping something here. I'm going to read this number 27 out of the book here. Wait, okay, relax. Page 68, 69. 69 could be a significant number, maybe Cancer energy, but like that number could be significant. Here's a screenshot if you want to screenshot it. This can also be significant years. Maybe you were born in 68 or 69. These could be days too. For some reason, I'm thinking like 68 days or 69 days. Anyway, so it says cage 27, freedom. Freedom, release, reclaiming power. Release and let go of the past. Make conscious actions to live your life from a place of love and joy. Holy moly, joy came through on this card when I split the deck. Yeah, conscious actions was coming through with this Knight of Pentacles and that temperance energy. That's interesting. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But anyway, let's focus here. Okay. Trust what's coming and accept what is here for you now. This is your message of transformation. That's crazy. It says you may be experiencing a tower moment. You're just going to have to trust and believe that I didn't pull this card. This literally flew out of the deck when I was shuffling it before I turned on the camera. That's insane. You may be experiencing a tower moment, and that the universe is clearing away stagnant or past energy. You are being stripped bare from everyone and everything that does not serve the new you. The time has come for you. The time has come for your cleansing and what? The time has come for your cleansing and release. I'm sorry. It is time to leave any old energy behind that is not aligned with you. You may need to go through a cleansing process in order to cross over into this new life and new cycle. You are being encouraged to clear out your past and old vibrations, especially emotions, and cleanse your frequency so that impressions of the past do not negate the abundance that is hurtling toward you. Everything arrives when you are ready. If opportunities arrive on your doorstep, the universe says that you are ready, even if you have yet to completely heal from the past. Just so long as you are making strides forward, one step in front of the other. right? You don't have to be 100% healed. You don't have to have all the knowledge and wisdom and information in order to have some kind of opportunity or have some kind of new life here. The affirmation says, I do not need to dominate anyone to be spiritually awake and attain abundance. I choose to be kind to myself. Yeah, that's really wild. I love that confirmation. That's beautiful as hell. Also, when I was looking up in this camera, like, this kind of looks like a fish. I don't know if you can see it, but like, this is the tail, and then it goes and Pisces energy was coming through. Or maybe fish is I don't know, symbolizes something for you. Now I feel called to read the fish out of this spirit animal book. So I'm going to read it. Oops. A card fell out. Ooh, look, a whale. Okay, I guess it's going to be a whale too. I pulled this card quite some time ago to meditate on this energy, and it was, I just put it in here like this, and it fell out when I took this out. That's energy. That's energy. I meant to say that's interesting. That's energy. All right, I'm going to read whale then too. Fish and whale. Okay. Desire to delve deeper. Profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Okay. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, balancing the head and heart. There was also something here about emotional cleansing here. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain. Exactly. Process those feelings, process those emotions, transmute them. Or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. This is reminding me of that quote from that poem. I'm not afraid of the world ending, right? Or however that went. I don't fear the world ending. Anyway, continuing on. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. Compassion, those feminine forces of communication, communicating with your higher self. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. And that energy of you being this lighthouse, you being the light in the darkness, in that space. That silence card that came out. Look, we have wisdom and open here. Sovereignty, courage. Wow, yeah. Home. This is and surrender. There's another lightning bolt there. There's definitely this new path, this new journey that you're going on. It's like I think you also really opened yourself up to the magic that's within you. Whether that magic is your creative ability or whether that's like actual magic, your ancestral inheritance that you've acquired or gained. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. Again, with this compassion here, this passion, this fire in this cage here. When out of balance, heavy, slips into old story. Ooh, to bring into balance regular self-care. Yeah, this work, I think maybe I said that, but like I think I said inner work, but this could also just be like taking care of yourself, putting in that work to take care of you. Inner work is also, that self-care work. Damn, I love that. Okay, let's read fish as well. Because I seen that. Where is it though? Okay, fish. 94, 95. The whale was on 116, 117. 94, 95 could be significant years. Maybe you were born in those years. Relentlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's currents. This is giving me tower energy in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. Right here, how can we navigate these feelings? Spending time with the lunar forces. Maybe this is about working with your moon cycle if you have one, but also just working with the cycles of the moon, even if you don't have a cycle, right? Ebbing when you need to ebb, flowing when you need to flow, working with the energies and the cycles of the moon when it comes to navigating your emotions. Yeah, that's beautiful confirmation. When in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. And I was feeling that. It's like, dang, did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? It's like, oh, should I? I don't think you've changed your mind. I think you kind of were like, you know what? No, this is what I want. This is what I've been wanting, so I'm going to do it. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Yes. That's just more confirmation. That's beautiful. If you are still here, that is also confirmation. For you to kind of sit through this whole processing and this whole unveiling is directly symbolizing what you just navigated through, what you just sat through, right? This whole unveiling in your life, however this played out for you, it's like you sat through it. You held on and you sought it out to the very end. And now you're at that culmination point. And it's bringing you into this Ace of Wands, this harvest, this wish fulfillment, this expansion, this change. So I love you so much. I hope that was helpful. Take care.